Directed by Dr. W.J. Julian, drum major Ed Nichols, head major Julie Watson performing here. We'll be hearing things like the Memphis Blues, Chattanooga Choo Choo, Rocky Top, and Smoky Mountain Rain.
We've learned a familiar face will take over the helm at Madison City Schools. Former Decatur City School Superintendent Dr. Ed Nichols was hired to replace former Superintendent Robbie Parker. Nichols starts his new job June the 1st.
My family moved to Maryville in 1969 on Cedar Street, and I started attending Sam Houston Elementary School. I had Miss Post in the 3rd grade. I remember her vividly. Tall lady, was an excellent teacher, and I still remember fondly just being in her class. And then walked down the hill to Maryville Junior High School, and really was influenced by Mr. Lee Huffaker. He let me join the band. I was not a member of the band, and he let me join the band later than most students, and I've always been appreciative of him for allowing me to do that. He could have said no, but he let me in, and it changed my life. Of course, then I went to Maryville High School, and I had just great friends and great teachers. Pam Rowett-Gildry was my choir director, and of course Ed Bilbrey was my band director. And Mr. Bilbrey became a mentor and a friend, and for the rest of my life. He gave me opportunities to be the drum major and direct the band. That led me to go to Tennessee and be the drum major and have a career as a music educator. That's when I got a degree in. And it all started at Maryville Junior High with Lee Huffaker and then Mr. Bilbrey. And I just credit my teachers. They were great. I graduated in 1979 from Maryville High School, and I went to the University of Tennessee, where I received a bachelor's and a master's in music education, and that was my career path, to be a band director, and I did. I was taught for 2 years in Tullahoma, Tennessee, and then I moved to Decatur, Alabama. I was the band director for 10 years, and then I became the high school principal. I had an opportunity to get in school administration, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do. In 2016, I decided to retire after 30 years and open my own consulting firm, and also go to work for our hospital as their public relations director. And I did that for 4 years. But I really miss kids, and our superintendent there in Decatur asked me to be the interim principal. When I finished that term as the interim principal, there was a job available at Madison City Schools, about 25 miles away, and I decided that I wanted to re-engage myself in school work. So I did. I applied, and blessed that in June of this year that they hired me to be their superintendent. So I think there are several lessons that I've carried from Maryville through my life. I think one of those is commitment, that if you're going to do something, be committed to doing it the best you can. I always felt like that I wanted to help teachers. As a school administrator, I thought my job was to help teachers and to help the environment. So I think that my personal mission statement is to create leaders. It's to love the fruits of the Spirit and try to exemplify them, and love my family. And then I hope the people I work with professionally will say, he cared for us. When the day's done, nobody's going to remember my strategic plan, and they're not going to remember my lessons, and they're not going to remember staff meetings. They'll remember whether I was there for them. And so I think that's what I want as my legacy. I just want people to say, he cared about us. I just want to thank the foundation for this honor. There's such a tremendous, distinguished group of alumni in this school district. To be thought of in a group that like that was just overwhelming. I want to thank Connie Huffman and John, my friends, who are honors in their home tonight. And I also want to thank my family. My mom and dad are not here anymore. I had great parents. They loved me. They sacrificed their own goods and trips and clothes so that they could send me to college. They didn't get to go to college. They were both high school dropouts, but they were determined to give me an opportunity to be the best I could. And so I thank all my teachers and the staff here continuing, but my teachers that cared for me and loved me and supported me. And most of all, I thank God. I thank the opportunity to walk with him all these years, and he's guided me in great places and never failed. And I'm thankful and blessed by God every day. So thank you so much for this honor.